has two of these. There's another one right over there, you know?
Hey, welcome back to Truck You. We're here at a local Sterling truck dealership in one of the service bays, one of two huge service bays, where they do pretty much anything on these big trucks.
Yeah, there's pretty much from oil changes, any kind of maintenance. You know, I asked the guys, I said, is there anything that you guys don't do? And they said, no, bring it on in. That's what it's all about. Then you look around and you see school buses and dump trucks and big rigs and everything you could imagine. If it's big and heavy and goes over the road, they service it right here.
Now, when you talk about service, you talk about oil changes and maintenance stuff.
Right.
You know, you're thinking about your 3,000-mile oil changes. That doesn't happen here. You think these big over-the-road trucks, they're going 100, 125,000 miles a year. So about every 20, 25,000 miles, they're changing out 100 quarts of oil. That's a lot of oil.
Could you imagine if they had to do that every 3,000 miles? It's like one leg of the trip, change the oil. Come back home, change the oil. Yeah, get a little monotonous.
A little cumbersome after a while.
Cool. Now back down there at the end, that's where they do some of the heavy work back there. They got all the cables and everything that do all the lifting. Let's head back there and check it out.
Yeah, that's some cool stuff, man.
You know you're working on some heavy stuff when you got to break out the overhead freaking crane. Take a look at that thing. It's huge, man. It goes north, south, east, west, all the directions, but it definitely comes in handy, especially when you're carrying around parts like this. I mean, this isn't even fully assembled, right? Probably 15, 16, 1,700 pounds. But this way, you can get it from there to there to there without kind of, you know, dropping it on your toes.
And out of there. That's the most important thing. Otherwise, it'd be a bit cumbersome for me and you to be dragging it around.
Yeah, just a tad, right?
You know, and what's cool about this, they've got obviously all the right tools. Now check out this rotisserie they've got. Now must have a serious gear reduction in it. By cranking that handle, this monster engine will actually rotate around so you can access everything on it. Now, what we're looking at is a 6-cylinder Detroit diesel engine. Now, it's a Series 60, which means this thing starts in horsepower ratings about 350 horsepower and can go up to as high as 600 horsepower, which is pretty impressive because you're going to need all of that to make that big thing move. Now, unfortunately for the owner of this truck, he's going to be paying a pretty serious price tag when it's time to get this thing out of it. I mean, it's got no pistons or rods in it. It's got no sleeves in the block.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
All in a day's work.
Yeah.
And when your cylinder head's laying off to the side, you know you're going to have some problems. But that's what these guys do here. To them, it's just another day at the office.
I got to tell you, man, these guys are busy. They got a lot of things going on. So we're going to roll out of here, get out of their way, take a break. And when we come back, we're going to get back to that Actera truck.
Dude, I think you could lift this. Seriously.
I'm not going to try.
I put a 5-spot on it.
I'm not going to try it.